have Viraj from VP Designs Pune with us. Thank you for coming on my channel.
Anytime.
Could you put some light with reference to the restoration? Because if I'm not mistaken, it basically almost came in scrap condition, right? Before it got restored to the glory G2 that we see right now.
So the motorcycle came all the way from Gujarat. We had to pick it up from the station. And it was not in running condition. So firstly we had to check with the engine. And it was basically all the parts, including the engine and all the complete body and chassis. It was all, not chassis exactly, but the whole body, it was completely rusted. And the chrome was also gone. And the engine, it was badly assembled by someone, I don't know. And it was, there were no gaskets were broken. So we had to completely recreate the whole thing again. The metal parts, they were completely rusted. We had to dechrome them. Some parts had to be changed. But some parts, as they are not available, being under the rare class. So we had to restore them only. Even the body, the tank we had to replace because it was completely rusted from the below. And the internal part, the thickness of the tank was lower because of the rust. So we had to change the tank. We tried to fix the thing, but there was no option. So we had to change the tank.
So which were the parts you restored? You mentioned there are certain parts that is specific to the G2 model. So which are those parts that you had to restore? Like tank is obviously, it's a common tank, right? I don't think there's much of a difference between a G2 tank. There is a difference, but not much in terms of width and length. But which are the G2 other parts that you had no option but to restore it?
Yeah, mainly the cycle hub. It was, even that was completely rusted. So even, as you know, the G2 Enfield has the cycle hub. So that one we had to remove the rust, everything over here. And even before giving to the chrome plating guy, we had to work on that here so that the parts don't get destroyed. And even now, if we try to find the cycle hub, we get different kind of cycle hubs. So those are the new ones, the old ones in the new form for a new fitting. So these ones that the bike had are not available in the market. It's not easily available in the market. So we had to restore them. Then the engine mounts and mainly the chassis.
Okay, in terms of the engine, what did you have to do?
In terms of engine, mainly as we had completely dismantled it, the holes and everything, the threads and all, everything had Aple and Nagar Rd in it. So we completely had to do the whole engineering of the engine. We had to get the threads done properly, like filling and then doing the thread again. So all of that work we had to do again.
Okay.
So changing the complete bearing and everything. Yeah.
Okay. So basically you try to restore as much of the original bike as possible because that's where the valuation increases, right? Of these old unique G2 models that are extremely rare to begin with over here.
Exactly.
Now, in terms of paint, was this your client's selection, or was it that the client mentioned that I'm giving you the bike, just restore it and give it back to me?
Yeah, it started like this. He simply wanted to restore the bike, and this is not his first bike. He is the second owner of the bike. So, but he bought the bike in his college days, and from then he used for a couple of years, got shifted, and the bike was in scrap condition, like for almost 10 to 15 years. So it was in that state. So he wanted to relive the old memories again. So he gave us the complete creative freedom. So what we could do with the bike.
Okay, so the paint is basically, it was on you. The paint selection.
Yeah, the paint and mainly it was on me. He wanted the same seat exactly. Actually, we could have done a lot with the motorcycle, but he wanted to keep it as intact as the way he bought it from his client. So he had the memories attached to it. Yeah, so he wanted to keep it as it is.
Every Enfield has a really nice beat, any iron cast engine. But this particular Enfield exhaust, the G2 one, did it come with the bike or it was an aftermarket purchase?
No, it was not aftermarket purchase, original one. It came with the bike.
Okay, so this is the
So
original.
yeah, I forgot to mention even the exhaust, the bent pipe
Yes.
below. So we had to work on that too, as we didn't have to use the latest bent pipe that comes for the 70s or 80s models. Yeah, we didn't even wanted to use that one.
Okay.
Sound and the firing is completely different.
So I mean, from a customizer's point of view, since Enfield has been selling this since the 50s and till around 2010 or so, it's pretty easy just to buy an iron cast part from the market. But redoing the original one obviously takes a lot of effort, and originality is intact. So that's a good thing. Is there anything that you'd like to add? I mean, it's a pretty simple build, since everyone is aware of a Royal Enfield and everything has been done from scratch, as you mentioned. But is there anything specific you'd like to mention about this particular build?
Yeah, I would like to start with this. The client had given us the name at the start only, that this bike he had to, I don't know in what way it's connected for him, but he named it Gusto. So based on that, it started with that. He suggested a white color scheme for the bike. Then I suggested him that why just do it white? We can go for a dual color scheme. So we went for, he had red and white in his mind, but he didn't know what exactly to do with that. So we combined the color scheme into red, gold and white.
What about the electronics?
Electronics is as it is, like the original ones it had. The complete wiring we had to do it, the new one. But rest of it had no indicators, and this is a normal light and normal assembly. The reverse kind of speedometer.
Is that the original Smith's speedometer that he has, or is it a first copy?
No, it's the first copy one. Original one, not original one. Original one you have to like import it from all the way from England. At that time it was not available at all. So this is the first copy one.
So apart from the speedometer, everything is stock and as good as what it could be in 1966, right?
Yes. And also one thing I wanted to mention, there is a set of the modern parts also in this, as the fenders anyway it were not original. So mainly we can say the heart is exactly of the old G2 engine, G2 Enfield, but still it came up really nice. So it was a good result.
Okay. No, I mean, it does look as original as it can get, but obviously 50 years of between it being manufactured and right now, there has to be a little aftermarket parts to be installed as well. So it's an understood fact.
Yes.
Okay, now more importantly, if I have a Royal Enfield in this similar condition, this will vary from product to product, but for this particular build, approximately how much did it cost the client?
1.3 or something, like 1,30,000 something.
1,30,000.
We also had to, we utilized his fenders because they were really unique, and it has a groove from the center. And the front fender also, the stays are quite different. It has just one stay, like two nut bolts from two nut bolts sitting from the front fork, and just one stay at the lower part. So it is, I found that really unique. So I had suggested him to go for the complete original look, but he said he wanted to utilize the fenders because there are some artistry involved in that, so he wanted to keep that intact.
Okay.
So it was a really interesting part to work on that. So basically, those two parts were kept intact. The tank was new. Even the fuel cap, you can see it is not the original one. We used the recent flat wala fuel cap.
Okay.
As you can see in the bike. So, yeah. So it is a combination of the old and new. So some parts were installed, some parts were restored. So considering all that, it cost him around 1,30,000 something like that. Transport was completely on the client. He simply sent it directly and told us the bike is in. We got it collected and it was delivered back to Mumbai. Very safe, yeah.
And what is the time frame that a person should expect for the conversion?
Time frame, it is a really tricky factor. I can give an idealized time of around 2 months or something. Completely depends on the availability of the parts.
Obviously.
The engine parts.
Between 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, 2 to 3 months I can count on that.
Perfect. Okay, so thank you for your time, and I look forward for speaking with you regarding your other projects as well.
Thank you so much, Rustom. Yeah, it was great talking about this.
Well, we hope you like this video. For more such content regarding the custom industry, please do subscribe my channel and we look forward for seeing you again. Thank you.